Hello, everybody. I'm assuming y'all have seen my first three interviews, so let's get right back into this. Again, comments have turned off. I wouldn't be surprised if this was flagged by Made for Kids, but actually no, it's not because a lot of these are my recommended things. Just so, if you just so happen to have seen a lot of my season 5 reactions, and you would know if the video was made for kids, it would be very obvious, depending on all the by the recommended videos. So let's jump right back into this.
Question 11.
Oh
What's
my
one
gosh,
thing
they're
you'll
still
do if
counting.
you're one character from SSMH?
Oh, what's something you would do if you were a character from SSMH?
Yep.
I'd be Sebastian, and I would teleport out of here.
If I was Flame, what I would do is instead of like waiting 5 hours on the oven, I would just like quickly hit it up. And when I want to wash dishes, I just quickly like make a ball of water and just like move it around a bit, and then it comes out. And it's
A
like
ball of
voila,
water.
I'm done. And then I use the fire to dry it. So then, yeah, pretty useful.
Okay,
I guess.
okay. Here's the thing: if you have some
How
like
about you, Brooke?
in fire, it will get burned.
You have vampire powers, and you have nature abilities.
Yeah, I'd probably create like a flower shop and grow my own flowers.
Yeah, you would never run out of stock.
Yeah, you would always have stocks. Someone's like, I want this specific flower, but it's not like in season right now. Okay, hang on one moment.
Let me step into the back right quickly and let's see what we can do.
Your powers are basically to do with protection and like saving
I gotta say,
people.
Zelinator
like,
as a kid, well, technically, Creature-nator, that's the blue guy you see
bigger
everywhere.
And smaller, you can make yourself
but known as Zelinator.
You can fly. You can fly.
He
okay,
actually
so
doesn't really have any powers other than like he's traveled to
I didn't know
many different universes.
I'd probably play
around for like 4,000 years.
If I ever was like hiding from someone,
check out my website if you want to read up
someone,
on the entire history of Zelinator, because oh boy, I've got a lot of
Otherwise, I do have a decent
lore
amount of friends all over the place because I'm very active on the internet, to say the least. So flight would be very useful for me.
Yeah. How about you, Dan? So you have like Sebastian and Flame's abilities, so you can fire, water, you can go super fast, you can go super slow, you can jump super high.
Why would you want to go super slow?
You can teleport.
Does Sebastian ever actually jump super high?
I can jump and
his movement and his teleportation, that's used a lot, but has he really jumped?
Cool.
That's a good. Hey, wise kid. I'd like an example. Where has Sebastian actually used his movement abilities to, like, jump super high?
And if I was Flame,
I'd like an example.
If there was like a cold weather going on, I'll probably use a campfire and use my fire powers.
Yeah, here in Canada, we really need that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And keep myself warm and toasty. Yeah.
Still plagued with audio problems.
Okay. So, question 12. What did you think first when you first... Oh, actually, never mind. Okay, question 12. If your character was in a current time, place...
What is that music?
Oh, if Flame was in a certain time, it would probably be... Flame would work really well in, like...
Why'd you get close to the mic, bro?
The early 2000s and the late 90s. And a place, he would do really well in, like, the UK. Yeah, he would do really well in the UK in, like, in the late 90s, early 2000s. He would... So, place, time, and what?
Click.
Yeah.
Okay. Librarian or like an author? Oh yeah.
Flame as a
like
librarian
a math teacher
in the 90s in the UK. I'd like to see a picture of that. That'd be.
It's funny you mentioned principal, because for some reason I imagine Good Totem being a teacher of some sort, probably for like kindergarten or like one of the younger like elementary grades.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
And
Good
it's just
Totem as a
because
kindergarten
as I said, he's very
teacher.
caring and very protective, so being able to stay with children the entire time and watch them have fun, being able to protect them, it would just be the perfect place for him to be.
What
Oh my
time would he be
gosh.
in? And what place?
Here's a question. What time and place
I'm-
does... Well, actually, we kind of know place, but what
I
time
might want to say early
does Sunnyside
2000s
Magic
more
High take
because
place in?
kids wouldn't be, and I know this is weird to say because I'm into tech a lot, but it wouldn't involve kids being so much into like having a phone or wanting to be on a computer or just be them outside.
Fortnite.
It would just be them
Did you
forced
just say
outside because they
Fortnite?
have nothing better
Please,
to do
no.
other
Yeah.
than either
We
play or
don't
read
say
a
the
book.
F word around here.
So
Yeah.
yeah, probably here.
That game
early
is
2000s.
68 gigabytes by now. I remember when it used to be less than 20.
What about? Wait. Yeah.
They're
what about-
stealing
what
my
place?
SSD
What
space.
country?
So I uninstalled Fortnite. I don't feel like playing anymore. Those 68 gigabytes.
Well, I probably.
Those could be used for better
That's a good
games.
question.
Like Independence.
Really,
oh my
I
gosh,
don't feel it
Independence
matters
Project
too
Files
much.
is like
It
120
would probably be in
gigabytes.
one of the more developed countries.
My gosh.
Yeah. Wait, I changed my mind about the UK. I want to say New
What?
Zealand instead of the UK.
Oh.
Okay, how about you, Dan? So mixed mind with what Sebastian would probably be in like LA. He would be his job would
Parkour
probably
expert.
Be
Somewhere in
like
the
a
Canadian?
athlete. Sebastian would his time would
The
be
70s.
like Sebastian's time would be like in the future. So then mix that with what I
Oh, an
said a few
athlete
minutes
in the
ago with,
future. Interesting.
Yeah.
So what would it be?
I don't know. I feel like
So,
Sebastian would be more old
I
school.
think it would be he would be somewhere in the US.
Click, 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 click. Are you playing a game or something? Because that kind of sounds like a
I'm gonna
mechanical
say,
keyboard.
Like I said before.
Was that me? Oh
Athlete,
my gosh, no, it's
sports
not.
kind of
You
thing.
are not fun.
Time. I don't.
You're only seeing the Sebastian side of things.
I know, but like.
You gotta think of
Like New Zealand and the
whole
US
picture.
would probably make Australia.
Australia's on fire right now. I don't think you want that. that shouldn't be a joke.
Together, and I'm gonna say part-time sports and librarian, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I'm part-time because it is 2 people mixed into one. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
I don't know what to do because my person is 2 people.
Yeah. You know what? I'll give you some time to think on the thing. Well, see.
Oh wait, you're not playing a game. You're messaging someone.
Yeah. Brooke. So time,
Keyboard
place, and
Plus
what?
Discord
Job. Oh, yeah, job.
notifications
Time, place,
equal
and job.
Probably now,
messaging.
and she wouldn't have a
I
specific
almost fell out of my
place. She'd
chair.
be
I'm good,
traveling around the world, and whenever there's some type of disaster, for example, a forest fire, she would
For
travel there
example,
and then heal the
Australia.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to bring it up again.
So yeah, that's cool. Next.
What would you think? Like, what's one thing that you're really excited about in the development of season 6?
That's a good question.
By the way, if you don't know about season 6, none of you know about season 6, honestly. Oh, Brooke, you've voice acted for 1 episode of season 6, the first one.
You've given me at
But,
this
like,
point. You've given me the
season
titles
6,
from 1 through 7,
You're gonna be on a roller coaster of emotions, like literally
and you've
a very
sent me the thumbnail
swish
for
swash roller
episode 2,
coaster
3,
of
and
emotions.
4.
Like 1 minute you're going very, very high, the next minute you're underground, and then you're below the Earth's crust, but then you're above
Do you know
the
how
clouds,
far you need to go to get below
and
the
then-
Earth's crust?
You're just in the middle, and then you die on that
What?
roller coaster, and you come back to life, and go back to the roller coaster,
What?
and you finish it.
What kind of roller coaster is that?
That's
That's-
season 6. Season 6 has 36 episodes, but basically it has 26.
36 plus
Because the
bonus.
last 9
You
are
spoiled
like a
it
movie finale of the
in
series.
the
So
December
season 6,
panel.
it's gonna be, if I
Teehee.
could say any words, 2 words, epic and legendary, because there's gonna be some sad times. There's gonna be some happy times. Very, very less. I'm sorry, not too many happy times.
Wow.
There's gonna be some loss. There's gonna be some gain. But like, if you really think about it, you know,
When you said gain, I don't know why, but the
it's the
first thing
best
that came to my
to
head
make
was
it a
weight
better
gain, and I was
series.
like,
And a few
who
characters are
would
gonna
be
be
the first
returning
one to
that you
get
don't
that?
expect would return. Especially
Totally
one
random.
in
I don't know why,
particular.
but like,
For the good totem,
Whatever.
I'll just say a little, like, just so you know, he is going to be reunited with 2 people from his past that he hadn't really seen, and like one of them in like 50 years, 40, 30, 10
oh my
years.
gosh, how old
One
is?
of them
Oh,
in like 1 to 2 years, but there's a
how
reason
old is
for
this
that.
guy?
So the good totem is gonna be reuniting with people he knew from the past. That's basically him. It's like him. He's really just been focused on the future and the present. He hasn't really been thinking about the past.
You know, one
But
thing
now he's gonna start questioning
I'd like to
things
see
and
at like
going back to his
during the
past a little bit.
finale
And then we
for
have
season 6, like I would
Sarah.
like
Sarah.
shot,
So season
one
5 and
where
4. So as you know,
all
every
the
season bases on
important
one of the
people
main
that are
5.
still around
Season
in
3 was the Sarah
one
season. But then I feel
one
so bad
scene,
because like some
one
of the other
or well,
writers,
one shot
and then
where you could
I'm kind
see
of guilty of this myself.
all the characters.
We didn't really do anything
Like,
with Sarah, which is kind of
I mean,
like,
yeah, that'd be
I'm
a
so
lot of
upset
work
at myself
because
and some of the other writers.
one artist would need to
Bruh,
draw out everyone.
I'm so sorry. We
Whatever. Just
because
made up.
something happened with the previous voice actor, we tried to give her as low lines as possible.
Nice
Like
cover
the
up.
old voice actor star.
Yeah. So basically, but in season
my
3 and
gosh.
in season 6, she's finally gonna get her final arc, discovering like who she wants to be. She's gonna actually
Doo-doo.
get something. Like, don't. So if you like Sarah, then
I sure hope so. She's a likable character. You can't have
so
a main character
Sarah's
be
gonna get a
unlikable.
bunch, like 2 arcs this season. And she's gonna really get lots of character development. Someone from her past is also gonna be returning. And yeah.
Oh
Sarah's
my
gonna
gosh!
get
I'm
a
sorry.
lot
I just
more.
had a
Trust me.
flashback to Oh my gosh, the arrow.
So yeah.
You brought this arrow.
This is Wise King. He was my
Anyways,
right-hand man through
actually, I
this
think.
all. We've been doing
I
this
think she was
together.
actually a
We
related
have
star,
been
but
through it
remember
all.
Baby
He just
Emerald
got a new
Leaf?
account. That's why I had to
Oh
rejoin
my
the
gosh.
server. We
Or
started this
Emerald
all
Green.
together. So
Yeah, Emerald Leaf, I think.
say hello to second director and leader, Wise King.
Yeah. Woo.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So the question was, what should be excited for season 6? I think I've said enough. So, Kutch King, that's just our nickname. So, without spoiling anything, what do you think they'll be excited for in season 6?
Without spoiling anything? Oh.
Oh my gosh, how do
we
you
talked
still
about
have a
this
bad
before,
mic?
or,
Yeah.
My
I don't
front
get it.
hair.
You don't have the money
Yeah.
or something?
Stop. Don't say anything.
Like, oh, you mean frost overall?
Yeah.
Actually,
Frost
do you record the stuff
overall.
on a phone?
Okay, just continue. Don't spoil.
You know, that's
Okay.
actually a good thing. I don't know. What mic? Hey,
Hard not
Mike.
to spoil.
What mic do you use?
Just say one thing.
I mean, everything's pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but
Everything's pretty good.
yeah, I'm pretty excited for everything, honestly. I mean, I mean, we have to go all out with season 6. It is the last season.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about this one for a little bit while you guys been talking.
Man,
about
you're
season
so
6.
quiet.
What theories can you guys make by the looks of season 5 to season 6?
What theories can we make? We can't make theories. We know what's gonna happen. But like,
I guess for the people that don't really know, I guess.
Have
oh, so
the
like
like
Dante
outer
and
edges. Have like
Brooke and
those
Empoleon. Okay.
people
Okay.
not related on the
Okay,
project. Have them make
what do-
theories.
By the way, if you say anything right, me and Kutch King might like message each other and like laugh about it. So like, sorry.
My theory
Did
is
it- Yeah,
probably
there's a message
gonna
right
be
there.
that it's gonna be really action packed from what you said, Wise Kid, and also because that's like the kind of thing that
Can
I
you
think
speak
it's into kind
louder,
of for this.
please?
Mhm.
My prediction.
Sorry, I had to cough. I made a mistake,
What about you, Brooke?
and I had to
What are
cough.
some of your theories? I guess.
You said someone from, was it Star or Sarah's past comes.
Sarah's.
So my guess is maybe someone she used to like as a kid or something causes issues in her current
Is it a character we've
relationship
been
because it brings
introduced to
back past
before?
memories.
Because you can always like introduce
Oh,
other
okay.
characters.
Next.
From what I remember reading from the last script, if I remember correctly,
I'm getting real
Volcania split
freaking
into
tired
two, where
of
there's
the
Volcania and Evil
Discord
Volcania.
thingy going
I
off.
feel like
Please put Do Not
it will
Disturb on for the
be
next time.
Volcania and Totem both working together to either take down Evil Volcania or at least make her a bit more calm and possibly even good.
Okay.
What was that?
Visco, since you're a fan, what are some of your theories?
Oh boy.
I don't know. I
I'm
think,
gonna say this
I
now.
think this
Personally,
is
I'm
gonna
not
be
good with theories.
super unright. But
Like,
just
I don't like I said
to be
before.
honest,
Like,
that
I'm
would
a
be super
surface
funny
level
or cool to me.
thinker.
How both volcanoes will combine together. There'll be a bad side and a good side, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it's not fair for Volcania to be fully good. That's not realistic, and that she's technically not
Are
really
you
a
kidding?
person.
I'm sorry. Did you just say not realistic? Do you want me to pull up a list of how many things are not realistic with this series? Here, let me start with something. Abracadabra, abracadoo, make it day 2. Oh my gosh. I can share some words on that.
If she doesn't have the control to be bad. So, yeah. Yeah, some of them were actually maybe more than some of them, but like, wow, I've just been messaging Hutch King. Okay, wow. That was just.
So that's who you keep. That's the Discord notifications that keep going off. Oh my
So,
gosh.
Next question.
Is there anything that you mostly disliked about anything a part of the Wise group?
No. Just no.
Man, the artist does a lot of work. I'm so happy that she did so much work. But the season 5 artist, she just wasn't the best we could do. And I'm not saying that it wasn't good. It's
Like-
just when people see the thumbnail, sometimes they just like don't watch, like, and it's kind of heartbreaking because she put so much work in 1 week.
The
for
thumbnails
season
are
5
great.
finale,
You talking like the people see the thumbnail and they don't want to watch? I see the thumbnail, I want to watch, and then I see the art style, I'm like, oh, it's not the same quality. Actually, hold on, I'm sorry, I gotta listen to that again. But like, I think the thumbnails look great.
the best we could do. And I'm not saying that it wasn't good. It's just when people see the thumbnail, sometimes they just like don't watch, like, and it's kind of heartbreaking because she put so much work.
The
In
thumbnails are
1
great
week
though.
for the season 5 finale, she made 120 images,
Whoa.
colored, lined, sketched, in
Nice.
1 week. 120
Oh my
all by
gosh.
herself during the first few days of school. She worked so hard, but now we promoted her to a writer, and we have a new artist. I honestly, so there was this one person. They really brought me down this one day. I found a message on Discord. They used to work for one of my projects, and then someone sent me a screenshot that they were talking behind my back, and they said they were talking about like the series that they voice act for, and then someone said, "Wait, what is Science and Magic High?" And the other person said, "Oh, it's one of the SHITTY cartoons they make." And
All right. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna say this now. Yeah, I gotta say the whole Minecraft, the first Minecraft, um, the whole Minecraft roleplay era is like, I'll say yeah, it was bad, but I wouldn't say it was that uh kind of descriptor. And moving on to the when y'all started doing the early stages of the 2D the like beginning 2D animation. Well, I don't even know if it's technically it is, but like it's a lot of still images. I don't know the proper term, so feel free to correct me. But I'm just gonna keep referring to 2D animation. I'll say a lot of those designs, I'll say they're like lazy and half done because I think Wise Kid did a lot of them or most of them or whatever. Because I pulled up there's this one of the episodes. Hold on, let's see if I find it. Let me scroll. And I think it was season 3 or 4, and it was oh my gosh, I just found the picture, but it's when Frost and his dad visit. Well, his dad came down for 24 hours, which actually, I'm gonna say this, that was not 24 hours. He came down while it was day, and then he said he had to go, but it was still nighttime. 24 hours means if he came during day, he's gonna leave during day. So that was technically 12 hours. But anyways, there, there's this little it says I'm an Easter egg, and it's a picture of Sebastian peeking out from underneath the roller coaster they're on. And Wise Kid's response was, "I don't know, I was 12. What do you expect?" So then he said, "You think you have about think you're gonna finish season 4?" And I said, "Yeah, I have about an hour left." So yeah, season 4. There we go. Uh, hour left. I wonder what episode that was. Actually, I just said. Anyways, so sounds like at that time, Wise Kid did a lot of the artwork, and I'll say, yeah, it could always be better. You could always spend a lot more time into it, like making the lines like look a lot cleaner and nicer, and have high res images. But um, I me being me in general, like I'll say, yeah, the art style or the visual style wasn't always the greatest. And yeah, the audio has so many problems. But like I enjoy the story and the characters of Sunnyside Magic High enough to suffer through all the problems it has back in the early days. Back in the earlier days of Minecraft. Um but I found the series enjoyable enough despite all the flaws that the majority of the first 2 seasons had, but I can't say that it was like as described as what Wise King was told. But I will say, yeah, it's not. I won't call it the greatest. There are even with some story elements in season 5. Um, I know it still could be better because I started. Well, I long Because my first episode was Stebby, and I watched a few episodes after that because they're all in Millie's playlist of stuff she's in. And yeah, I gotta say, it was. I thought it was like meh, average, especially with all the audio problems I complained about. But I know at that time I didn't appreciate season 5 enough because I jumped right into there. But now that I've seen pretty much every episode before that, I am able to appreciate the later content. But if someone were to jump in, even say like mid to like late-ish for season 5, I don't think they would have the same appreciation for the content that is being produced, because like you better get to understand the characters through a lot of the earlier seasons. So I gotta say, and the story and the characters were the main reason I kept watching. Because I finished Millie's playlist and I was like, this is a series I might actually be interested in, even if the audio was better. And then one day I was like, I'm gonna start with S1E1. Then here we are. Like, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I started it like, when was the 19th? 1, 2. It has been 2 weeks. Like, I like I've seen all. Well, okay, I'm kind of rambling. I know this is supposed to be a reaction video, but this is this series, and I gotta say, Wise Productions as a whole, even though I haven't watched any other series yet. I want to. I plan on it. But I gotta say that SSMH is definitely a series I'm invested in, and I care about it, and I I would not like it to be frowned upon. Like, except a lot of the earlier content for the quality is that can be frowned upon. I would not want the series to be disgraced though as a whole, because y'all still took the time to get everything ready and kind of, and prepare everything, and then actually do the recording and then do the edits, even though there are a lot of unnecessary zoom ins on some of those some of the roleplay episodes. But all of those aside, the this series is something I do care about, even though not too sure how well I'm the actual target demographic. Because for one, I'm a video gamer. I'm not much of a watcher. I've pretty much given up TV. My parents mainly just watch it. I don't do a lot of streaming services. I don't even watch a lot of YouTube in general. There's a lot of things I have just playing in the background while I'm doing other stuff. But this me being not the target demographic. I don't even think this age range is like me. Well, actually, later seasons might, because they're getting older, and then there's handling more heavy topics. But so me being not the target demographic, and I still find the series as a whole. So disregard the problems of the first seasons. I still care about it, and I still enjoy it, and I'm going to be kind of sad to see it go after season 6. Although I will be watching the Volcania spin-off series, and I kind of do wish I could contribute to the series, but right now, after talking with Wise Kid directly, he's wanted me to react to a lot of the content, and so by doing that, I'm able to give good feedback. Because in general, I'm a feedback person, even though I'm not too sure how good I am at it sometimes. But I mean, it's there's a game that's in early development, and I think it was yesterday I talked to the main developer. And yeah, she has hired other people to do smaller stuff, but she's like the main and only developer. So, and she admitted I was her favorite QA person um, because of how detailed my bug reports are and my descriptions and how I give details and whatnot. So I guess in general I'm a feedback orientated person. But so I guess what I can do to help better Sunnyside Magic, I maybe don't know how much is actually done of season 6, and Wise Group Productions as a whole is to react to these videos and give my feedback and share my opinion. Because it sounds like one other person does a lot of reactions, and yeah, actually, I think that's the same person Wise Kid told me about a little bit ago. But anyways, so I do wish I can do more, but like this is not my area of expertise. Making high quality videos is not where I'm at. I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind having a little cameo one day, like a short little clip, just me doing something. Um, but yeah, this is since I haven't been told otherwise, I'm gonna consider this my best way to do my best to contribute back to the series. Since again, I'm not a big watch person, because if I want to stare at a screen for hours on end, specifically right about 22.75 hours, I'd like to be interacting with it. So I guess this is also kind of a way for me to interact with the series. And I've been talking for a lot, but I'm actually gonna rewind a little bit to go back to what was originally said. But I guess in conclusion to this whole rant, I gotta say that this is definitely one of my favorite series to go through or to watch and whatnot. In I guess YouTube based. I gotta say I've seen a few good animes, but the quality is consistent for the most part. But here, this is I mean, yeah, I got to say 60. Actually, you might be at 71 people, because if you're at 60 plus the 11 you got within the past week, so you might be over 70 by now. But it's so being a small production team, put that in quotes because depends on how you look at it. I gotta say, y'all have managed to make content that I'm sure a lot of people probably are there. Well, most people are never gonna watch it, but for the people who do watch it, you guys have managed to attract my attention and get me invested enough to make it this far. So, and for that, I thank you for making a series that I'm glad I could enjoy and see the progression and get a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. And wise kid, hopefully you're not in tears yet. Because you said you were in tears watching one of my previous reactions for, I think it was the season 5 finale. Oh, man, that episode, I think it was episode 29, so part 2 of the 3-part conclusion, and oh my gosh. But I've said enough, and so stop a minute. I've been talking for like 15 minutes, but I'll keep going. Gotta reset like this. I'll keep going. So I just wanted to share my opinion because I gotta say, yeah, I will admit to the the quality, not the content specifically, but the quality of the first like well, I'll say couple and a half ish seasons. I will say it is pretty bad, but it's the storyline and the content at least has me invested in it, and so I'm gonna let's get back with this interview.
Talking behind my back, and they said they were talking about like the series that they voice act for, and then someone said, "Wait, what is Sunny Magic High?" And the other person said, "Oh, it's one of the SHITTY cartoons they make." And
I like how you spell out
that
the
really
bad
hurt
words.
me, because you know, I really, as you guys know, I really try super duper hard. Honestly, I feel like it may be the art or something, but like, it's gonna be fixed.
I think it
Everything's
is the art. Sorry, I know I gotta keep going, but yeah, I will gotta say the art. It's not all of it because a lot of the newer stuff is really good, but it I guess it depends on which set of episodes at that time. But yeah, the art it can be considered low quality, and then I'm gonna keep saying it, but constructive criticism, the audio as well. The main thing that the audio has become now, other than Sarah only coming out of the left channel, that's its own problem of its own. Had to cough, sorry. But now it's just the volume differences is kind of what it's boiled down to. So, but there were other audio problems. So again, it depends on which set of episodes. Because I would say like the majority of the last half of season 5 is pretty good, like both visual and audio quality. But other than the 2 things I pointed out for the audio, so well, yeah, I gotta say when I first started, yeah, the visuals, the visual 2D art, is definitely a not considered well done or polished or spent a lot of time on. But I've shared a lot of my thoughts. I didn't think I would ramble that much, but like I said, this is a series I care for, and these are folks I care for as well to some degree. Obviously, I don't know y'all. I've only talked to Millie and Wise Kid directly. So yeah, maybe one day I can be considered a honorary member because now y'all got me hooked. I ain't going anywhere. I'm not gonna be like, all right, well, season Sunnyside Magic High's done. I'm just gonna say bye. Nah, I'm sticking around. This is gonna be a group I'd like to keep up on with all the stuff that gets done here. And you can probably tell I'm losing my voice because it feels like I feel my voice just getting doo. So let's continue.
gonna be fixed, and hopefully, I do take criticism, but I like actual constructive
Yeah, I do my
criticism.
best.
this guy wasn't just giving constructive criticism. He was being extremely rude, even to the people who work really hard. He kept saying, "Oh, this isn't good. Like, this is really bad art," and it was, and like, he's not a good guy. So, yeah. Anyone else got a problem with anyone?
Nah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something.
Question.
Oh
Yeah?
yeah, going back to the art thing,
I think it would kind of be a
I can't
little
really
bit
judge
what
art.
if you guys
Well, I
bring
can in a way,
like a back
because
everyone's fan. Just imagine if everyone's family
if I can do
came
better,
back and
then
synthesized
yeah,
magic
it's
high,
bad.
like
Because I do
stars family
meh.
members came or something like
I
that.
do.
It's like
It's
a
all
little
right.
flashback
Art.
or something like that.
I'm definitely not an artist.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen. But
Oh wait, I
it
was
was
talking.
scary,
I missed
though.
it.
Came back and synthesized magic. Everyone's fan. Just imagine if you guys bring like a
Hold up.
back everyone's fan. Just imagine if everyone's family came back and synthesized magic high, like stars family members came.
Oh my
something like
gosh,
that.
the
It's
families.
like a little flashback or something like that.
I don't want Sebastian's
Yeah.
family.
That's
Oh
not
boy,
gonna
his
happen.
parents.
But it was a cool
No,
theory, though.
his parents. I got beef with.
Yeah.
What happened?
I got beef
Nothing.
with Sebastian's parents, and
Nothing.
I can't even do anything about it. But shut
Next
the
question?
window. There's a siren.
They're coming for you.
Oh, he heard it too. You know it's a problem when someone in the video also says, "Hey, they're coming for you." Reacted to. Oh my gosh.
What do you guys love about the songs and music about?
Oh my
progress.
gosh. So, the I Know You song. Okay.
I gotta say,
The
a
I
lot
Know
of the
You
earlier
song.
songs,
So,
they weren't that polished,
so
but
who
they
watched,
did get better.
Did any of you guys watch the part 3 of the season 5 finale? It's okay if you haven't.
Ooh.
Yes,
Oh,
I
oh,
have.
that
I
song?
watched it within the past
Yeah.
week
So-
and a half-ish, I think.
I
Week ago.
know you. That one.
When did I finish it?
So, yeah, that took a year to put everything together.
What? A
'Cause
year? Okay. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. Well, when it comes to, like big scale productions, yes, it is very good to take your time and to like make sure things are well done. But there comes a certain point where, yeah, something can take too long. And at that point, it's just not efficient. Because if things are taken like that long for one, I would say, little segment, well, I mean, yeah, some things can be reasoned and whatnot, but at that point, like, I'm thinking of this because obviously I'm 19, so like I start thinking like company wise, but like for a business, at that point, the 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 considered profit from it will not be able to make up for the costs, put those both in quotes, of being able to make it. So all the time, the energy, the resources. Now, I'm not sure how much in that year, because maybe you only worked on it like a couple hours a day, like every few days or once or twice a week. So it depends on how much you work on it. But like at that point, there is a time, there does come a point where things can take too long. And at that point, you've already spent so much resources trying to make it that unless it's like the greatest thing to come out at that time, the what you'll get in return will not outweigh how much you've put into it. All right, let's keep going.
that was like
I was really
supposed to be,
wanting to
like,
record a third
it was like
one,
like
but like I don't think I'll get
the
to that
theme
tonight.
for Sebastian and Star. It was put a lot of effort into and like, yeah. So
I finished it
so
last
yeah, it was a really
Tuesday.
good song. The music,
That was a week ago.
thanks to Daniel,
Wow, it really did
he's
take
the
me a week
director
to
of music.
binge the series, and here
He's
we are a
done
week
so much,
later.
and season 5's music has
My
improved so
gosh.
much. The series, the music just got way better. Before I was like thinking of like not having music, but then now I'm like, okay, maybe it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
you turned
So
some of the
yeah,
episodes into a musical.
what do you guys want
That's
to say
a
about the
that's a
music
pro and
and the
con
songs?
thing. Yeah, I think it's good.
Well, I say
I think it can get a
they're
little
good.
overused though.
You guys have done really good job on them.
Oh.
And, yeah. Oh, I really have to say.
So what do you think about the songs, Catch King? And do not say anything about the future songs.
I mean, I do say they have improved. The songs have improved.
Yeah. So, next question.
Okay. What do you guys think about the season 5 final?
Finale.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Catch
the
King, you go
finale was
first.
so good.
Oh.
The story of it is very good.
I do okay. I like.
Oh
I like.
man,
Okay, I
You-
like. I like
that
it.
that
So
part
I
2,
don't know.
the
I
end
have
of
like
part 2.
I have
Oh
too
my
many things on my
gosh.
mind, and I can't put the season 5 finale into words. And I'm a little scared that it's about to end. Oh no! But
It's
I
not
did
about
like
to
it
end,
though.
trust me.
I did like the season 5 finale. It was pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
season 6
no.
is
I
going to be
would
the
say it's
longest
probably the best
episode, or
finale
the
we've
longest
had
season.
for a season.
It's going to be like
But-
episode 1, 2, and
But you would
3
have wished
combined.
it was sooner.
Yeah.
See, he's used to it coming out twice a week before we had season 5 and all the, like, as I said, all the new professional stuff.
Twice a week, huh?
He was used to having a
Interesting.
season being 2 months. Season 5 started in October last year, and it ended in October this year.
Wow.
And he was complaining about that last week, and then throughout this whole year. But now it's finally over, and the season 6 is gonna start in November and December. We also kind of argued about that.
March.
like December. So yeah, we made an agreement. December is when it's starting. December 7th.
March.
So the question was the season 5 finale. The season 5 finale was, I saw Chara Dreamer's reaction. I was scared that everyone was gonna be like, oh, of course they're gonna come back to life. But Chara Dreamer, she was actually worried. She's like, what? Bloodhound? No.
What?
Why did Bloodhound die? I don't want Bloodhound to die.
Okay,
She was like,
Bloodhound
it
dying.
was,
that
and
hit the heart.
the prison cell scene between
And then,
Sebastian and Vortexa.
that
was
scene
also
as well.
something that we
So
always wanted to happen since the very beginning, like a Sebastian prison cell scene where he has to get like really serious and dark. And then
yeah, because
when they all came back, they just ignored Frost. So Sebastian looked at Flame, Sarah looked at Star, but then Frost was just in the middle. No one was like looking at him, so we thought that no one was happy that he's back. Foreshadowing. Then we had at the end where Sebastian and Star got their own kingdom, and there was a flashback. Just the season 5 finale was so wholesome, and I'm really happy that it happened.
Yeah, the finale was.
That's
It did good.
reaction for me too.
So what do you two think, Brooke and Empoleon?
Glad I reacted to it.
I feel like it does lead into what you think, or what you're saying season 6 is going to be. With the introduction of an old character in a new light, it might lead to a bunch of different exciting scenarios for the next season.
Yeah, things can always be like, wow,
very
surprise!
Scenarios. Very exciting scenarios. How about you, Brooke?
I think there's a lot of opportunities for new things.
Okay,
to
who's on
come
your
up
phone?
next season.
Stop moving, because I
Season
hear
5 was definitely something that
the
was
ruffle
really good
of
to season 6.
something.
Especially showing Kista Z. The next nothing. So yeah. Next question.
Finally,
Say it again. Sorry.
why do you guys love this Wise Group family?
Why do we
Ketchkin, you
love
start.
what?
Why do you love this wise group family? We are the parents. We started this whole family.
Oh, huh? Oh, okay.
I already kind of gave my
I
opinion.
love
I shared a lot during that
I mean, at first we started like with what, 3
ramble.
people?
On Xbox?
Yeah. And now we have like a lot. Honestly, I just like how much it grew.
Same. Same, definitely. I love how much everything has improved and grown. Like before, we would not even have scripts. And now thinking about it, I'm like, what the heck did we do? No scripts. What? All we would do is like in the middle of like recording, I would just say, okay, so this is
you
what
run out
happens
of
after
picture?
this, and then this happens. Remember? Do you remember Catch King?
Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
And
3, 2,
sometimes we just
pause.
went off the
3, 2, 1, go. And then pause. So then this is gonna happen. And now send the line, send us a live direct, and then I cut it out, put it under the images. So yeah, it's a longer
Sometimes we
process,
just
but then the
went off
result
the
is
top of
better.
our head.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing about the Wise Group family, Empolian?
Trying not to let my
I'm
monitor
very
go to
new.
sleep.
I'm like,
But, oh my gosh.
this is actually
I'll
perfect
just
for me
do
to say
this.
I'm basically the character that got introduced season 5 of some anime. Except it's just Sunny Magic Eye. So I'm
Nice.
not sure. I'll probably have to stick around and see what I like about this group. See if I fit in much.
Yeah, I hope you do.
I already shared what I like about the
Dan,
group. I've said
you
it
are
enough.
very new. You haven't even started recording yet.
Yeah, so I can't really say much, but I do like how there is a big family in this.
Oh, the
So
editing. That was
you have
another
a lot
complaint
to
about a lot of
work
the
with,
older
and
stuff.
I just like
I think it got a
the
lot better
itself.
now.
I like what we're doing and
Something kind of minor.
what it turns out like. So
Yeah. How about you, Brooke?
I guess everyone's nice. I don't really know anybody too well since
Don't
I haven't
worry,
really
I
ever had
half
to
know
hang
2
out much,
people.
but everyone seems super nice.
That's about it.
So, but you know what, Visco, how about I interview you for a minute?
Ooh,
So,
the
Visco,
tables have
tell me.
turned. Nice.
What do you love about the Wise Group family?
Well, I love everything, I guess. I love how nice and passionate they are. I love the
Okay,
effort they put into their
that's
work.
good for most things, but
I love
there's
how
gotta
they
be like
are super
something.
patient
It
with the
could
time
be
they
minor,
work.
but like something's gotta like
Visco,
bug you or something.
how would you feel if I told you that you
Want a brand new
could
car?
work here on the Wise Group without getting any spoilers and be able to make theories, and we can make a video for you, and with whatever
Aren't
theories
there
you
like
have,
a couple of
whatever
theory videos
thing you want
already?
to talk about, how would you feel?
That'll be great. Thank
So
you.
welcome to the Wise Group, Visco, but sorry, I don't know if you can stay on the server because you're gonna see spoilers. But yeah, this was the perfect final interview. So now, if anyone wants to do any interviews, I'm gonna decline it because BK Winter and I and some of you are new to doing interviews.
You
I'm
only
kinda
did 2
tired from them
interviews. You're done
because
already.
you, Visco, you make it exciting because you ask different questions that we don't really get asked. But some people, they just ask the same thing. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And you can do your outro, Visco.
Okay. Thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye.
Nice. I'm not surprised. If anyone called Wise is already kind of considered in the Wise family. But I gotta say, oh my gosh, 54 minutes. I'm not doing another. I'm gonna package these. I'm a Wise kid. I'm gonna send these to you right here, right now. Once they compress and whatnot. But I gotta say that what was I saying? I actually don't know what I was going to say. But yeah, this interview, I actually had a lot more to say, and oh my gosh, I just realized if this is half an hour, I've been talking for as much content as there is in the video. But anyways, I actually I think I already kind of shared all my thoughts, but yeah, I gotta say, reacting to some of the stuff, it's pretty good because without it, there's a lot of these smaller videos or these like episodic episode or non-episodic videos I probably would just listen to have just to have in the background or something. But like, nope, I was politely asked to react to a lot of content, and oh my gosh, when I was done, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this. When I was done reacting with season 5, I was like, oh boy, that's more time I need to commit to something. Man, the fact that I ended up here, all just because I was like, oh man, I just want to listen to something in the background. Like, I was contemplating like whether I even should have listened to all of the stuff Millie's playlist of all the stuff she's in. But like, if I just didn't end up watching that playlist while listening to it, then I would not have ended up here. But boy, has it been a journey for me within 2 weeks. About 2 weeks, I went from no SSMH to, well, here we are. But no, I first messaged Millie on the 1st. And I stumbled upon Millie's Discord server by a mistake. I accidentally clicked one of her new videos and said a Discord server was like, oh, I've got a question for Millie here. I'm gonna ask. So from the server to Millie to the playlist to here we are, Sunnyside Magic High, to talking to Wise Kid to reacting to all this stuff. So all of that within a month. I came across. Yeah, it's January 1st that I came across, well, that I chose to ask, or I kind of accidentally hopped on those Discord server. But anyways, I'm gonna package these for interviews into one thing, and then when I get around to it, I've got a podcast to do the season 6 trailer and the September panel because I've already seen I already kind of watched the December panel. This is, hey, can you also react to this stuff? Oh boy. So, anyways, I guess that's all for now. I've been talking for so long. Thank you all for watching. Bye.